A Macon landmark reduced to rubble today. Crews demolished the original Tubman African American Museum building this morning downtown.
Now, this structure served as a cultural center for 30 years before the museum moved to a larger home. Hunter King shows us more of this historical goodbye.
The walls came down just after 9 Thursday morning. Crews tore into the building at Walnut Street and Martin Luther King Boulevard. The structure stood here for decades. Father Richard Kyle, pastor of St. Peter Claver Catholic Church, purchased it when it was a vacant warehouse in 1981. He dreamed of creating a museum in the South dedicated to African American heritage.
He was very strategic about that. He also wanted, rather than just buying an old home downtown, he wanted to have a building that could accommodate programs and exhibits.
Members of Kyle's parish, high school students, and volunteers transformed the space, and the 8,500 square foot facility became the first museum in downtown Macon. But all good things must come to an end. It was beginning to fall apart, and they made the decision to bring it down. Jeffrey Bruce worked in the old building for 13 years as curator.
That it was an institution, it was a landmark, because it's right off the highway. If you're coming into Macon, either south from Atlanta or north from Florida, this is where you entered, and it was kind of the gateway to the community. So it was very historic and symbolic in that way.
The museum moved to its current location on Cherry Street in 2015. Former director Andy Ambrose says the old building served its purpose.
I understand now we were able to move to a new museum with lots more space and lots more offerings.
The property is now up for sale. Museum leaders say the legacy lives on in their new building. Reporting in Macon, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News.
The museum's executive director says founder Father Kyle supports the demolition of the old building. The current Tubman Museum on Cherry Street opened in 2015. The museum's leaders say it's the largest museum in the Southeast dedicated to African American art, history, and culture.